Hello, family. How you doing today? It is Victor E. TV, and I'm here at the end of the day. Well, this is my first video at the end of the day for 2024. And it has been such a blessing to be able to be here to see another year. And I'm so thankful. And it's probably a good time to start setting some new resolutions, which I am in the process of doing for 24. Well, today at the end of this day, after having gone to work and worked with, it really was a good day. And at the end of it was a part of what I have considered as a part of my resolutions, to have a better disposition with students, with teachers, and what have you, just to be determined to kind of polish up on some things that I know that I need to do for myself. One of those things is, if you have been following me for some time, you may have noticed that I have a tendency, I can allow circumstances to kind of get me. I could used to go, when I was going through some difficulties, I could go from 1 to 100 in a few minutes. Didn't take much because of the times that I was going through. We all have problems, and that was one of the things that I talked to students about today, is that we all have problems, and we all have to learn how to deal with them. And sometimes we can go through some things that can really surprise us and throw us for a loop, which I've had that experience. And now hopefully I'm at a different place, and it's 2024. I want to make sure that I don't go down those roads again. And if I do have to go down those roads again, I want to be able to handle them a lot better than I have in the past. And so with that, I'm thinking that's growth itself. And so I found myself speaking to quite a few students today about those things. It's almost as though as soon as I made that resolution, the powers that be, or the universe, that just all of a sudden sent to me today reminders of the vow that I've taken to myself, is that I will try to be an example not only for myself but to others in how I handle difficult situations. And so one thing I've always admired about Minister Louis Farrakhan, I often think of how as a young man he used to be so fiery. I like that about him. And he seemed to have somewhat mellowed, and I can hear a difference in his tone and what have you. And that's what I want to be able to master this year. I want to be able to become the type of person. I think my dad is that type of a person. He never flies off. He's kind of like an even cool all the time. And, a lot of times your environments can shape you. I have a lot of characteristics of my father, and my sister always say, "You're just like your dad." I said, "Thank you." She sometimes means it as, because I have this way of, how to put it. I just have certain ways about myself that reminds me so much of my dad. Okay. And so they remind them, these things in me remind them of my dad. That is, these characteristics being in me. So, I have to look at those things as positives. And so, this is a positive thing that I'm affirming that I will try to relax in and find that good version of yourself. And that is to be kind of peaceful, to be calm, to be tolerant of the other people who may rub me the wrong way. Oh yeah, I can be kind of fiery. Yeah, I know that about myself. I don't like it. And one thing I've learned is that when you're in an environment and that environment is very close to you, when you don't have an opportunity to really rest and pull away and look at that situation and evaluate it and yourself, you can sometimes respond or get in the habit of responding in a way that even you are not comfortable with, or that you don't, you may not want that to be your character. But they say hard times can bring out that inner person. They say that when you're under stress, it will show the real you. Well, that's one side of me I don't like seeing. So we're gonna cover that. We're gonna cover that guy back up. Okay. So because if Minister Farrakhan could do it and my dad could do it, I'm sure that power is within me. He's one of my mentors that I just love the way he delivers a message, and really how he can speak the words and change lives, especially the lives of black men, to become more productive and more accountable for the things that we do, the things that we say, and to honor the idea of just becoming the type of man that stands on his square without having to talk so much about it or talk so loudly about it. Okay. So another thing is that when you get to a point to where you can control your environment, I've found that by me being able to control my environment, it has helped me to be able to become more in control of who I am. And I think that's virtue also. Everyone has a bad side, but we don't like to put our bad sides out, for everyone to see. Okay, that's why what we call becoming civilized. Okay, so with me, I want to become more civilized in my actions, and I want to be continue to try to strive to be a principled person. Okay, so today at the school, I found myself giving this same advice to some of my students who were having some problems today. And I just sit down, and before I even went in on them for the things that they may have been doing wrong, I let them talk. And I let them get a chance to give their side of the story, you might say. And then after that, I try to find good nuggets and things that hopefully will allow them to think about the choices that they're making. And when they leave my presence, I want them to know or feel like they've been in the presence of divinity. Because we should try to promote the divine or the divinity or the God that is within us. Okay, so I had several opportunities for that today, and I hope that you will find out what you would like to be your resolutions for this year. You might want to add one of these things that I'm acknowledging to you, so that we can learn how to live with each other and be able to understand each other and understand that we all have flaws, and we want to present the best side of us. Okay, so that's what I plan to do this year. Okay, so at the end of this day, I like to say, and I like to grant to you, peace.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.